The professional triers and the Holiday Lighting Think Tank have teamed up with Cool Tees to provide you, our VIP listeners, with some cool, awesome, and one-of-a-kind professional triers gear, including t-shirts, brew mugs, can coolies, coffee mugs, and of course, the one and only Think Tank flannel shirt made famous by none other than our own JR. So go to hlttgear.com, that's hlttgear.com, and get your professional triers gear today.
You're listening to the Professional Triers. Vinny's sitting on Santa Claus's lap. Good boy, Vinny. Here's Vinny and JR.
Hey, welcome to another great episode of the Professional Triers. I don't know if it's great. We haven't really recorded it yet at the beginning here. So hopefully
it's pretty damn good, though.
It should be damn good because Vinny's here. Video worked last week, which was great. So now we got all fancy with virtual backgrounds. I'm here.
And you can see me eating cookies and milk.
Yeah, and you could maybe see me drinking beer. Oh,
Fireball! Ooh.
that's awesome. But you can't see my mic, which is kind of weird. But I can disappear behind it. But yeah, this is a whole bunch of bullshit. But today,
Cookies, milk, Fireball. What more do I need in life?
yeah. But today we have a great bearded, bald-headed gentleman, Jay, the originator of the Professional Trier name. He was called a trier in Brew Tank one night, and then we called him a professional trier, and then the name to the podcast was born. So thank you, Jay, for being a trier and helping us come up with this great name. Appreciate it.
And thank you for having me tonight.
Hey, Jay!
I try.
Yeah, real hard. It's okay. You're a professional. It's good. So,
Sometimes
Jay,
it
let's
sticks.
get into a little bit about yourself. Tell our listeners and viewers now, who's Jay, where you're from, about your family, what do you do for a living, the good stuff.
Give me your Tinder profile background. Just what do we need to know?
I don't know if we need that much detail.
Yeah, let's not go there. I'm Jay Danielson. I'm from Washington, specifically North Bend, which is 30 minutes east of Seattle.
State or city? Clarify.
Washington State,
Thank you.
in the northwest area of the continental United States.
Wait, what was it? Is it? I don't know.
I can't do it. I know what you're doing. Anyways, so yeah, I grew up in North Bend. I moved away for a while, and I'm back. I'm on some family property. I built a house. My wife and I have been together for it'll be 19 years in November, and our wedding anniversary is coming up here soon, and that is 15 years in a week or so.
Nice.
Can't forget that.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, better not forget it.
Yeah.
And her birthday is 3 days later, so I'm golden. Can't screw it up, or screw it up really bad. Forget both. Never done that. Anyways, so my wife and I have 4 kids. We're a family of 6. Anywhere there from the ages 10. Well, no, they're all 11 now, and then 14. We have 3 boys that are 11 years old, and a 14-year-old girl.
3 11-year-olds.
Yes.
Wow.
All boys, all in the same grade.
Wow.
That's going to be really tough when they get older.
Yeah, I'm thinking the driveway's going to be very full of vehicles. I haven't figured that one out yet.
Nah, you just got to get them a Suburban and they have to rotate driving.
Yeah. And like you, JR, I haven't sold them on it yet. You know, my second vehicle was a lowered truck. I haven't really sold them on having, 3 trucks. They're not buying into it, so we'll see.
They're not getting into the mini truck world.
No, they are not. They are not.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Sound like good kids.
Yeah. My wife's happy with that decision. I still got time. I
Ain't
got a few
nobody
weeks to
needs a
change them.
driveway filled with 3 mini trucks.
Hey,
Hey,
don't hate on the mini truck life. Okay.
I don't think anyone said anything per se.
And technically, I didn't have a mini truck. I had a full size truck. But
Not
Jay,
never-
So does my S10 count as a mini truck?
yes.
Yes.
Oh, I have a mini truck.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So Jay, what do you do for a living?
I am a truck driver for a masonry company. I specifically haul what's called tower climbing scaffolding. We have 2 units that can span 120 some odd feet at the maximum. And then there's a tower that they start on. And every 20 feet, the tower hooks to the building. And we can go up 20, 30 stories if we need to.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
So you're on something that's 5 foot wide and 100 feet long, and you're 20 stories in the air with a couple pieces of steel every 20 feet holding you to the building.
So do you actually assemble the stuff, or you just truck it out there?
I help. I'm not a high-rise guy, but when needed, I install, I operate forklifts, I work in the yard, and on site, I tear down and install when needed.
Very cool. Very.
I'd rather drive the truck, but
Hey, as long as you enjoy it, right? That's what matters.
I do.
Yeah,
It's
I
fun.
like it.
Hours are good.
And it pays for your Christmas hobby, right?
Yes,
See? Win-win.
it does help with that.
So is there anything other that, well, not really anything other, but is there something that most people in the Christmas community doesn't know about you?
I used to drive a tow truck, and I had my picture in the Seattle Times as a larger person in their swimsuit recovering a car out of a pool.
So you had a picture in the newspaper of you in a swimsuit pulling a car out of a pool.
Yes.
And you were fat at the time?
Oh, I'm not skinny, and I never have been.
Oh, I mean, you just said of a very large person or something.
I'm a larger person.
You are pretty tall.
Yes.
Other than that, you are fit, buddy.
Well, let's just say I wasn't happy that the picture was taken. I don't think any of us would be. But yeah, it is what it is.
Speak for yourself, sir. All right, this body is trained through hours and hours of Fireball consumption.
Yes.
Yeah, Vinny doesn't just get that body on his own.
By accident? No. Hard work.
Alcohol.
Hard work, buddy.
So
What do you think, JR?
Is it time for the speed round?
Sure. I can
Are
do
you
that.
ready for the speed round, Jay?
What do you think, Jay?
Sure. Why not?
All right, Jay. Here's what we're going to do now. We are going to go through your display. We're going to talk quickly. You're going to answer. You have a maximum of 7 words per response. That's all I'm going to give you.
Do I have to count them?
No. JR and Faye will count all of them. And if you break the rule at any given time, the buzzer goes off. The interview is ended, and I don't know, something terrible.
50 lashes with a wet noodle.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. 50 lashes
Hey.
with a wet noodle.
What's going to happen if he answers the questions wrong? You don't know? She's no
Nothing.
help. She got shy all of a sudden because we involved her in the podcast.
We got a trainer.
It's okay.
Oh, she practices every day. She puts the headset on and says she's a professional trier and has her own little podcast show. I'm going to start recording it.
There you go. Perfect. All right, Jay. So here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. How many pixels you got?
If they're all done, I will be at I'll hit
This is a speed round.
13,000. Sorry, I'm doing math.
Right,
last year was 5,800. I have around 6,000 more to add.
All right.
7,000.
So now, what percentage of your show is pixels? What is traditional AC?
Last year was probably.
What's this year going to be?
This year, if it's all done, will be 75% pixels, 25% AC.
Okay. What kind of controllers are you using?
I have a mixture of everything. I've got LOR controllers for AC. So LOR, Avitech, Falcon, Picaps, and Dan Culp's BeagleBone board. A couple of them.
Okay. And so do you find any unique challenges having all sorts of different boards?
Not yet. The Avitech will be added this year. Yeah, no, I haven't really had any.
Okay. And tell us about your favorite prop.
My favorite prop, I haven't seen it yet because I'm still building it. I have fence posts that are all AC, and there are 5 channels, and they jump with like a VU meter. I'll be converting those to small matrices that will be around 340 pixels each. And yeah, I'm excited about that because I can do a lot more with those.
Isn't Faye distracting with her little cuteness?
Yes.
Sorry, she was supposed to be in bed, but she got up. And now she's got the headset on, so she's like on the podcast.
Hi, Faye.
Hi, Faye.
Oh, she can't hear you because not the real
No,
headset.
the headset's not plugged in.
What if we wave to her? Does she wave back?
Gonna wave?
So enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Okay. And JRJ. This is gonna be a struggle all night long. This is what happens. I'm running on getting close to hour 20 today. So Jay,
Drink more Fireball.
Yeah.
It's gonna knock me out at some point. So Jay, what is your least favorite prop? What is the prop that you say, I wish I had never made this?
The one at least favorite would be some plywood trees that have like 100 AC lights in them.
Why do you wish you hadn't made those?
Because they are so hard to install. I have to install the rebar and then screw the plywood tree to the rebar because of my ground conditions. And storage is a nightmare because they get damaged very easily.
Why do you continue to use them every year?
Because
I love
Jay's cheap.
Yeah, and I love the way they look. I have 16 of them, and they're all green LED. And that 16 AC chase, I just love. This might be their last year, depending on damage. But yeah.
So they look really nice, but they're a pain in the ass, huh?
Right. And they get damaged when they're moved around. And, a $15 strand of lights, and they're pushing 100 of them back into plywood. When they get too damaged, you can't repair them.
That the tips are pushed through?
Yes.
Oh, those get breaks so bad.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what are you thinking of replacing them with?
I don't know. I mean, I'll do more pixel stuff, but I don't know yet specifically if they'll get specifically replaced. I'll try to milk them as long as I can.
Well, couldn't you drill it out and just push pixels in there?
Maybe. They might be too close. They might be too close to the edge. I'd have to totally re-drill, which I could do.
This is a slow speed round.
Hey, these questions are not 7-word answerable.
No.
They're not?
No,
Well, then just say the first 7 words of your answer and then stop.
that'll make no sense.
It would be like you tried to answer but couldn't quite finish it.
We just cut you off.
Yeah.
All right, Jay. Thank you very, very much for answering my technical questions about your display.
Okay. So, Jay,
Yes.
let's get into the good stuff. I guess Vinny likes to call it journalism. I don't think we're that fancy around here.
The meat
Kinda-
and potatoes.
Yeah, the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Let's get into how long have you had a display?
This is my 4th year, so not that long.
Oh, so 4 years and you got a bunch of AC props. That's cool.
I started with AC. First year was mainly AC, 800 pixels. Second year, added more AC. Third year, 5,000 pixels. And yeah, and now the 4th year, reduce some AC maybe, or keep it all just depending on how it turns out, and add another 6,500 or 7,000 pixels.
So you have a pretty decent display. Is there anybody else around you in your area that also has a display like that?
There's a few. Previously there was one in my town. They haven't done it for the last year they didn't do it. There's a new guy starting up right down about a mile away. It's his first year. He's got 10,000 pixels out of the gate. I've been helping Matt. I'm hoping his show turns out well. Doing what I can.
Very nice. Vinny, you got any questions?
Yes. Jay, I can remember the first time meeting you. Do you remember the first time meeting me?
Expo?
Expo!
I've yet to been to Expo.
That's okay.
And I asked you about the donuts.
Donuts. Tell me about the donuts. What was
Someone
the donut
gave you
conversation?
pixels and you owe him donuts? Do you remember that?
I don't remember this.
Was it donuts or what was it? You didn't know what it meant. I asked you about it and you're like, I don't even know what it means.
And you think he knows now?
No, I
forget-
didn't say. I didn't expect him to.
Those were good times. Good times back then, wasn't it?
It was. Texas was fun. Too freaking hot.
Yes. Oh, it was so terrible. So terrible. So anyway, Jay, here's my question. I want to ask you this question. How do you consider yourself? Do you consider yourself to be a pro, a novice, or a rookie?
I'd say novice. I don't want to put myself in the pro category because there's stuff I'm still learning.
Okay. And if there was somebody that is new, is a rookie, and they say, I don't know who this Jay Danielson guy is. Why do they want to know who you are? That's right. These are serious journalism questions.
Yeah, these are difficult. I would say that I can probably answer a few questions or probably most questions. And if I can't, I know a resource that can.
See, I disagree with Jay's beginner statement. He's definitely in the high intermediate category. He may not be a full expert, but Jay knows his stuff, especially technical, geeky stuff. Not to dish you in any way, but when it comes to like the real details about how something works and stuff, Jay knows. Jay is on top of that stuff, and he's a great resource when it comes to geeking out on boards and stuff like that.
He absolutely is.
I guess I don't have where I would disagree with you is I have to remind myself because I don't have the world's best memory. For power calculations, I still have to go look up the equation.
Yeah, but even the experts have to do that too.
Yeah.
But you know what's right,
I know where to find it.
Yeah. And that's half the battle is the resources and where to go when you may not know, but you know where to find it. So that's just as good.
But I'm not smart enough to write down a cheat sheet right over here,
Well, there's we won't get into that list, Trier. So what do you think is the biggest thing that got you into doing lights?
Like, why?
Yeah.
My family and I have been going. My family, like my parents, we've been going to lights since I was a kid, animated or not. There were some small animated shows, probably even before LOR. I remember as a kid, this guy had this display, and you walked into like his carport and around his yard, and he had these like metal items. He handmade them out of metal, and I remember it was a mouse theme, and these mice would like dance and walk across the table, and I remember like a metal Ferris wheel. And I mean, we're talking, only a couple feet wide, 3 feet tall tops, small items, but these long tables with these vignettes of different themed mouse related items. But yeah, and then when my kids were, since they were young, we've been looking at lights. I've got a few big shows in my local area within 45 minutes. And that's actually one thing that's very important to me is I still go out once a year with my family and look at other displays. I mean, it is a weeknight now, but we still go out. I'm not present at my show. It runs itself. And we go look at a couple displays.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that is so important to still do that.
Yeah, I think that's a very important thing because you'll get ideas and it supports everybody else. You can meet more people and help each other out,
I'll admit my kids, being in the hobby, they are, Christmas lights. Yeah. 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
But I could still convince them to go out once a year to someone else's show because I'll give you hot chocolate. We'll get ice cream on the way.
I think that our kids become kind of ruined a little bit on this. I'll be honest, because it's so difficult for them to understand that, hey, most people don't do the Christmas thing year round like we do, or for months and months on end like we do. And so for most of them, the best Christmas display they're ever going to see is at our own house.
Yeah.
Not for my family.
No?
No. Tom, Bet, and George lives too close to me. Now he's took my dream job and is working for the San Jose Christmas in the Park, so that's going to be better than my display now too.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, my kids were excited the first year. I remember they referred to it when someone stopped to look at the lights that we had a customer. Oh, there's a customer out there. And the novelty's worn off a little, but I still have a couple, at least one or two of my kids are still excited. Because the other thing too is I personally hand out full-size candy canes, as much as people say to, give them a small one because that's what the parents want. I don't care. I give them a full one. And so I have this little tote, and it's got like 3 or 4 different flavors in it. And my kids, for the most part, 50% of the week will want to go out and hand out candy canes. So
it's freaking awesome.
How many customers would you say you get a year?
A year?
Yeah, every season, how many customers come see you?
I honestly don't get a lot. I have no idea on a yearly, but at the peak season right there at Christmas, I don't think I have more than 5 vehicles or 6 vehicles lined up. But I think it's just where I'm at.
So let's do the official candy cane index. How many candy canes do you give out?
You know what? I actually have a sticky note right in front of me. I handed out, there you go, there's my answer. I handed out 765 candy canes in 2018.
That's pretty good. That
looks prompted, but I'm looking at a sticky note right here that my wife posted right by my computer.
Nice.
And last year we did raise $422.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. It's always good to have the community things also involved with it.
Yeah, and we picked a local charity. They're building a building for nonprofits to gather at for Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, Young Life, etc., Explorers. I'm sure there's a few I'm missing, but it's a much needed building in our area.
I think that should be the new standard for people, the candy cane index.
Yeah.
Whatever you hand out, just keep track of how many you purchase and hand out, and then that's a good index of how many good people come to your display.
Although I do have local neighbors that would come 3 times a week.
For the candy cane.
No, they'd stop on the way home, and the lady's like, yeah, they can have a candy cane.
Yeah, we get multiple visitors. We get those people that drive by every night on their way home.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's hard. That throws it off.
But I think it's a good index. Yeah, use it.
It's not bad.
So what is the most unique thing in your display?
Unique. I have one inflatable. That's not unique.
Just one.
Yeah, just one. And it's a snowman that's 6 foot tall. It's up against the house. It deflates down into the bushes. You don't even see it during the day. I have
that now.
Huh?
Pixels in it?
No, I just it is animated to the show. The lights inside are choreographed on AC. FPP does inflate it 10 minutes before the show and then turns it off when the show's done. That was my year. Sorry, we're distracting, but my most unique thing is I think I have 8 spiral trees that are about 6 foot tall, and I built those my first year. And what got me, my favorite prop when I was looking into this was spiral trees. And I don't know why. AC spiral trees. I just love them. And I actually, even though I'm trying to get out of AC, I actually purchased one this year from Mark. And it's a full 10 foot tall, 16 channel spiral tree.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It's going to be fun to set up.
We got to figure out a good way to do a spiral pixel tree.
Yeah.
How big?
Like a 12-footer. 12 to 16 foot, like a mega tree, but a spiral tree. I have some ideas.
I have ideas as well. But I bet we've probably been buckled at the same challenges.
I don't see a challenge in mine. I just don't have the time or the money to spend on making a prototype of it.
Challenging as a prototype, or how would you lay it? How would you map it, though?
Oh, mapping it? I don't know.
That's a whole nother story.
Well, that's not my expertise. I would hire one of these professional sequence makers to figure that out for me. But physically building it, I have a good plan, and I would like to keep it my own plan.
Yeah.
Till I well, I'll share it with friends, but I don't need a podcast share it.
Why not?
I don't know.
No one will copy you.
Yeah.
No one.
So what do you think, JR? Do we want to keep talking, or do we want to move on to some fun stuff?
It might be fun stuff time.
Is it fun stuff time?
It might be.
Be a nice short episode tonight.
Yeah, since you were yawning.
Well, we have had the last few episodes really long.
Yeah, we've gone over
pushing 2 hours.
Yeah, when we started, we wanted 45 minutes to an hour max.
And this might.
Then we got into 2 hours.
This might be one of the first ones that actually sticks to that time frame.
No, we did in the beginning. We were very strict on it. Yeah.
But sounds like most podcasts out there that have been successful, actually, when I watch them, some of their early episodes are like 30 minutes. And then usually around episode 10 to 20, if they start getting in their groove and things are getting better, they seem to stretch it out.
Yeah, I've had some podcasts that go on forever, like 90 minutes or 2 hours, and I'm like, wow.
And now a word from our sponsors. The Pixel Pro Display Sequence Club is the only club that pays for itself. Here are just some of the benefits of becoming a member. Each month, you will receive a free, original sequence programmed by the pros at PPD to take your display to the next level. Access to weekly X-Lights effects presets, which you can use in your own sequences or modify to create your own unique effects library. Access to the PPD affiliate discount program, getting up to 15% off or more from over a dozen of our PPD partners. So visit us on the web today at pixelprodisplays.com and also find us on Facebook at Pixel Pro University. Pixel Pro Displays. What can Pixel Pro Displays do for you?
I disappeared. I don't know what happened. This is the official background for the Biscoyo podcast studio since I'm gone now. Oh, I'm back. There we go.
Biscoyo Studios.
Okay, so is it time for the fun?
Sure.
Sure.
JR's got a dirty mind. Vinny is just an idiot. But somehow, this is still journalism? Let's now do some rapid fire questions.
My go-to first question. What color is your toothbrush?
White Sonic hair.
Ooh, no colors in
White
it.
Sonic hair.
My sister
it.
works. My sister used to work for Philips.
Ooh.
Fill up Sonic hair. Sweet or unsweet tea?
Sweet.
Peppermint toothpaste. Would you use it?
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, mint or peppermint.
Can crop circles be square?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes. Am I supposed to expand on that?
He's
Oh.
distracted by Faye.
Yeah, I was getting a
She's
pep
so
talk.
cute.
Faye says
okay.
that berry toothpaste is the best.
Berry
Oh.
toothpaste. It is good.
I will pass on bubble gum. I can't do that.
She hasn't got that yet. She's only
No
4.
bueno. No bueno.
Okay, back to the good rapid fire questions. If you could have hair, would you have hair?
You know, I'm torn on that. I enjoy the lack of maintenance.
I'm gonna go straight up no.
We weren't asking you, Vinny.
If I was asked that question.
I think I honestly have embraced the level that I'm at because there's still hair there because I sweat a lot. And if I didn't have hair, I think it would run down my face too much. So I've
How's that
embraced
work for
where
you,
I
Vinny?
am.
No, that's what your eyebrows are for.
I am a sweaty monster when I wear my hard hat.
Are hot dogs sandwiches?
No,
Why not?
because they're a hot dog in a bun.
Peterbilt or Kenworth?
Well, it's the same company, but Peterbilt.
Can fat people go skinny dipping?
Yes.
But why is it called skinny dipping? I'm sure there are people out there that are offended by that question. And
I'm sure there's people offended by lots of your questions.
Oh, probably,
because I would not want to say I'm going chunky dunking tonight. I will go skinny dipping, but I'm not going to tell my friends I'm going chunky dunking.
And yes, please, listeners, understand. I don't mean anything by that. That if you're fat, that you shouldn't be skinny dipping. I don't mean that at all. I'm just simply using a play on the words that it's called skinny dipping. That being said, I'm not skinny. Hey, Maggie! Yeah, he got skinny dipping. I know. I told him he's too fat to do that. Well, that wasn't nice.
And there are a lot of hot springs here in the Northwest.
Yeah. Sorry, Vinny's got a lagoon.
Yeah.
Vinny does not have a lagoon.
His neighbor has a lagoon, and his neighbor is more than willing to share.
Vinny's neighbor does not have a lagoon.
Will have.
Will not have.
The lagoons got canceled.
There will be no lagoons. Lagoons are far more efficient, far better for the environment even. However, they're not fun to look at. So they're not around here.
Thank you. Thank you for the lagoon forecast from Nebraska.
I don't know about that. My local county has required me to have the effluent that goes into my drainage field so clean that I could practically drink it.
The
So, yeah.
effluent in your drain.
When it goes out into the drain field after it leaves the tank.
Into the leach field?
Yeah, drain field is what we call them here.
Okay.
It's basically water at that point.
Really?
Because of biofilters and UV light.
Interesting.
And it's all because of the size of my land. I'm less than an acre. If I was an acre or more, I could have a standard field.
I should say that I probably should not have this conversation because I'm sure there's people out there that know more about poop than we do.
Once again, we are triers. We don't know what the hell we're talking about. This
is a show about Christmas lights, but let's stay on poo.
Yeah. This is the lagoon special.
This is a rabbit hole we've gone down.
So, being an AC light guy, C9s or C7s?
None of the, well, no, I don't have any C9s or C7s anymore.
But what do you prefer?
Not nines.
Not 9s?
I probably prefer C9s. I use both, actually.
I thought you just said you don't use any.
When I did have C9s and C7s that are, I mean, I'm all LED. I haven't had any traditional. But I did, my first year, I had C7s and C9s on some trees.
I use C9 LEDs all the time.
I'm pretty much M5s or, yeah.
So who would win in a fist fight between Clyde and Robert of PPD?
Ooh.
Oh, wow. I am going to get flack for whatever I answer.
That's why I asked it.
I think we should all
so
answer
mean.
this, though. So get to thinking, Vinny.
I already know the answer. It's not what I think, it's what I know.
Can I abstain?
No.
No.
Oh.
Option.
I'm going to go Clyde.
Me too. I think Clyde would too.
I will also say Clyde, but I have a reason. Do you guys have a reason?
I have a
I do.
reason.
I mean, Clyde was military trained.
Yep.
Clyde is also a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
Not, I mean, he's tall. He's got reach. He's got training. I love Robert, but I think Clyde would probably whoop his ass.
I also think so too.
I think so. And I think based on the meme with him and James, he likes to be in control and authoritative.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about memes.
Yeah.
Change the background. No.
At least we all have the same answer and we're all going down in a ball of fire, flames of glory. Robert will hate us all.
Yes.
Sorry, Robert.
Okay, then here we'll ask a totally unrelated follow-up question. Who is cuter between Robert and Clyde of PPD?
Oh my God.
Who's better looking?
Okay, let's go with better looking. I don't know that the cute is the word I want to
Who's
answer.
better looking? Oh my
Yeah,
God!
Vinny.
Here's your redemption.
Who's cuter?
Who's your redemption? Robert, you're so much better looking. I'm sorry
Robert.
that Clyde would kick your ass, but Robert, you're just you're the looks of the operation.
But see, now if I say that Robert is better looking, if Clyde can kick Robert's ass, what makes me think that Clyde can't kick my ass?
I bet Clyde could kick my ass.
There you go.
Again, the military training, I feel like I'm going to lose to that. He's got the advantage on the reach. You add the military training on top of it, puts it up just over the top where I probably can't compete.
Yeah, but if you wait and have the fight long enough, oh, never mind, not you, Vinny. You'll both fall asleep. That's where Robert could get Clyde, is staying up late.
Yeah.
Just got to wait him out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not ready yet. Another 45 minutes.
Good thing the SoCal Mini's at Monster. We got to keep Vinny up somehow.
Jay, how do you handcuff a one-armed man?
To their belt loop. I've listened to the podcast.
Yeah, but what if they're wearing... Yeah, I know that this has been solved, but what if they're wearing gym shorts?
To their ankle.
Huh. I'm going to be able to walk them around very fast, would you?
You just
it'd be fun
hog tie them and carry them.
Be fun to see.
You didn't say you had to move them.
JR, that's my list, buddy.
All right, I got one more.
See, look at that. That was my yawning.
What is your preferred Coro company?
Viscoyo.
Ooh, see, that's a tough one.
No thinking.
Well, I could say just because I've only had Coro 2 years. I didn't have it my first year. My second year. So only year 3 and year 4 I have Coro. And so I've picked it up at Expo. And being in Washington, I'd have to get a quote from Gilbert. But James's shipping is very expensive all the way up to Washington. So I just will call it at Expo.
Very nice.
Very fun.
Alaska Airlines. What?
I just saying thank you.
Oh, yeah. No, Alaska Airlines was we are a family of 6 and we all went to Expo. So I had 5 checked bags on the way home. I actually brought something for somebody else back home. He didn't want to bring back.
So you got the Coro carry-on?
Yep. It's all packed.
You were being a Coro mule?
I had the Coro. I had the Pixels from a buddy. I had soldering wire from a buddy who lives locally. He was going to put him overweight if he had it in his bag. I had quite a few checks.
They had special soldering wire at Expo?
I believe he used it for his class for the intro to soldering.
Oh, okay.
It was Kevin. He taught a class.
Very nice. Well, thanks for being on the show, Jay.
Well, thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it. I think it was very informal, and people now know who Jay Daniels is.
Danielson.
Apparently JR doesn't know either.
I know that too. I'm distracted by this. Sorry, I know that too.
I'd like to meet Jay Daniels also. I'm sure he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Probably good looking too.
Yeah, better than me.
Full set of hair.
Yeah.
That's all right, Jay. I like that haircut.
It's easy. You just buzz it. You're done.
And forget it.
Yep.
Buzz it and forget it.
You do the beard at the same time.
Thank you very much, Jay. We appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And you should come to the SoCal.
I know. I looked at tickets. It's gone up like $20 to $50.
You can do it.
I know.
Thank you guys for listening. Check out all our swag at Cool Tees. Check out some of the cool professional trier stuff with Drunk Santa on it. You could get the Team Vinny shirt. It does come in more colors than than pink. It comes in black and blue and red and whatever you want.
If you want a Team Vinny shirt, you just wait. There's something coming soon. Teaser.
Yes, Vinny has something new coming. but JR has 3 new shirts on the horizon.
Jesus Christ! It's like
And
you
we'll
know
all
graphic artist
be
or something.
will all be revealed at the SoCal Mini.
So will mine.
Wait till these
Oh.
videos.
Just wait. Mine's the best of all of them.
Yours is probably great, but I don't know who did your artwork, so I'm expecting a color crayon shirt. But thank you for listening. Check out our swag at Cool Tees. The links are on our website, Professional Triers. Check out Apple. Give us a like and a comment because Apple really likes that stuff. And if we don't get likes or comments, we disappear on Apple, which then kicks us off everybody else's podcasting app. So go to professionaltriers.com/Apple. Give us a like. Give us a comment. Even if you don't use Apple, you could still, everybody's got an Apple account to download music. So just use your Apple account and do that. Jay, you could do it. I know you can.
No, my daughter probably does on her phone.
Yeah, see? So give us a like, give us a comment. Tell us if we suck. It's totally okay. And thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. And thank you to our awesome sponsors, PPD and Boscoyo.
Yes. I like sponsorships. Like this one?
How convenient.
Thanks, Jay, again. I appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you, honestly, for having me. It was great. I appreciate it.
And
Bye, Faye.
Bye, Faye.
Bye,
Say bye.
Faye.
Say bye right here. Say bye. Say see you later.
Come on.
Oh, and we're shy. Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Where's the toodles?
Yeah, where's the toodles?
I didn't say toodles yet. Toodles! And P.S. What if there is a super, super secret, most amazing, world-changing announcement coming soon?
There might be.
Keep your eye on the think tank. Something might be coming in the next couple weeks, JR?
Yeah, I believe there is groundbreaking community.
Would you even say that this is going to change their lives?
Make their lives easier.
Yes. Yes, make their lives easier.
I think it's going to change their lives.
And not only check out the think tank and wait for this great announcement, but Brian does a great show that might have an announcement on it.
Yeah? That's fun. All right, bye.